Over 100 years of serving this country. Barbados like a power company. From Christchurch to St. Lucie. Barbados like a power company. You can count on us.
Hello there, I'm Cassandra Crawford. Welcome to this episode of Energy Talks. Today we want to spend some time talking a bit about lightning strikes. I know you see, because we've seen and we've experienced that we've been getting a lot more lightning affecting us recently. So I take the time to chat with one of my colleagues who can tell you more about what we're doing at Light and Power to help safeguard our infrastructure and share what you can do to help protect your appliances as well.
My name is Danny Brathwaite, and I am a systems engineer. The role of the systems engineer at Light and Power is to develop plans that would in turn make the grid more reliable and resilient. So in recent times, we would have done some studies, especially in the areas where we would have been impacted negatively by lightning, and we would have been looking for ways to make the grid more resilient to lightning events. Some of this research has revealed that we need to create a ground flash density map. This is just a fancy word for saying we need to know where the lightning activity is on our island. And when we have that information, then we would use that to prioritize where we roll out certain programs that will make us more resilient in those areas. We did have some lightning events, and it would have affected our customers adversely. It would have resulted in some blackouts in some instances. What we would have done would have reached out to the Met Office and the Hydrology Institute. I believe this is in Husbands. And we would have been looking for lightning information as far as where the lightning events would have occurred across the island and what type of lightning events, whether they were intra-cloud or events that actually, where lightning actually came to ground. We sought to purchase software and devices that would give us the information that we needed. The information that we actually needed would have been the amount of lightning events that occur across the island every year, and this would have given us an indication of the lightning activity at different spots across the island. The intention is then that we would use this information to develop a ground flash density map, which is just, we take the information, put it into our GIS, plot the points of each lightning event, and this is the lat long. And then we will use this information to prioritize any maintenance activities or programs that we will roll out across the island that would in turn make our grid more resilient to lightning events and more reliable for our customers. GIS is our Geographic Information System, and this is just somewhere or a database where we map our assets spatially, which is a fancy way of saying everything that we have on the outside on the grid, we have it on a map. Let me say, lightning is not something that we can control at the utility. We do not control where or when it occurs. However, there are some things that that we try to do at the utility that would help to mitigate the effects of a lightning event. What happens when the lightning strikes a pole, for instance? The lightning is energy. This energy strikes our infrastructure, and when this happens, it spreads out across the network.
I want to say thanks so much to Danny Brathwaite for sharing all that knowledge with us. I hope you find it helpful. We want you to stay safe, and I'll see you next time on Energy Talks.
Here's what you can do to protect your devices against damage from the occurrence of a lightning strike. You, the customer, can purchase a surge protective device or an SPD. We normally recommend that you, when purchasing this device, you actually look on the device and it should be UL listed, preferably UL 1449. Another piece of critical information on these SPD or surge protective device that the customer should look for is the amount of energy that the device can actually absorb or it will divert. Normally this is written on the device as well.